Hello and welcome to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit. I'm Nelson Ellingham, joined by Michael Camber Campbell.
Hey Nelson, what's going on?
You know, every week, Camber, I know you're going to say what's going on, and every week I think, I don't know what to say to that.
Well, because you don't even give me a lead in, you just say my name.
Yeah.
So then I need to say something, so I throw it right back in your face.
Yeah, but I mean, you can just say, hey, I'm Camber.
But you just said
And then
that.
I could continue on, you know?
So
like, hey, it's me. You know? Like if we had more guests, right?
Right.
And said, Michael Campbell, and then somebody else spoke, they'd assume that is Campbell.
Yep.
So I'm kind of giving you the opportunity to be able to identify your voice to name.
But what I'm asking
is... But
is...
then you say, what's going on? But every time we're doing a podcast.
But I guess the question is, what is the etiquette to identify myself? Is it just hello?
Yeah, just hey.
Okay. All right, well, next
week.
week.
I'm Campbell, that guy that you just mentioned.
Okay.
That's me.
Next week.
Oh. So you need to say.
Next week, I'll just do that, and we'll see if it stops you dead in your tracks, because you're so prepared for me to say what's going on.
Yeah, I'll know what is going on.
Yeah.
Sweet, me. Campbell.
See, no, you ask me this question every week.
Yeah.
And I have nothing ever. You know.
Yeah, okay. That's a different. I feel like there's on a different scale. Okay, like you could have something,
right?
But what's going on with me is always the same. So, what have you been up to?
Nothing, Nelson. Nothing at all.
Okay. I feel like. Do you know what? I think that's not true either. That you don't have anything. Right. I think it's that you just don't think about it during the week. Like, hey, when Nelson asked me that question that he asked me every week, I could use this insert example here as what I did this week.
I find it's a fine line because, sure, I did things in the week, but nothing of any kind of consequence to anyone that I think I could bring an interesting perspective to.
Do you know
what I mean? Because otherwise I just feel like I'm wanking myself off on air, being like, well, you never guess what I did.
Well, no, I feel like that's not... Because I think what really the question is alluding to, it's like, we talk shit all the time, right? And it's not just on this podcast.
Yeah.
So I think it's like, you know, you've gone to a party.
I didn't, but go on.
And... that person, and there was a biscuit left on the tray, and you really wanted the biscuit.
Yep.
And nobody was taking it, but you felt like, well, you can't take the last one, right? You know what a conundrum that is.
Yeah, that's
good. That's
a good example.
And then maybe you discuss this with people, and then I could have my input on who takes the last biscuit, sort of thing. And then, you know, like, because, like, I mean, now let's get into it, because
you've started yourself off now.
Because really, if you think about it, the more impolite person is the one that took the second last one, because then that forces everybody else to make the choice about the last one.
Right.
So, but anyway, look, that was just an example.
I disagree with you.
Okay.
I don't think the person that takes the second last one is the ruder one.
Okay.
I think whoever eyes it first, it is their right.
Okay.
They can be polite and say, like they have the right of refusal as well. They'd say, do you want it?
Okay.
But it's also impolite for the other person to say yes. It's like a social dance that you do. So I clock the biscuit, and then you clock the biscuit, and I say to you, do you want it? And society would say that you say, no, you have it.
Yeah, okay.
And then it's okay for me to proceed.
Okay. But how do you know who's eyed it? I
think you can tell.
Like, if we both look down at the plate and at the same time we look up and lock eyes, and we're both like, shit, we've both...
A synchronized biscuit spotting scenario is what you're pitching.
Yeah, that's right.
That's when you go
an
to
old so I don't know.
that is when, and this is obviously it's a pretty rare circumstance, so this doesn't happen often.
Yeah. But we need to know.
But a little fight to the death.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad it doesn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you what. Okay. I mean, I'm happy with that. So long as there is a solution to that conundrum, I think
it's extreme. Fine. I grant you.
Do you know? It's funny you say that, because I remember one time we were here with our friend Bill, who also does Escapist podcast.
Yes.
And he was over at our place, and there was like one chocolate left. This was at our place as well. Yeah. Because I think, look, not getting into too much detail, but I think there's a like host versus guest thing as well that, you know, comes into play at some point. But he was saying, you know, he like, there was like one chocolate left in the bowl, and he offered it around like, oh, does anyone want this? And I say, yep. And I took it and I ate it. And as soon as I did, I was like, I don't think I should. I felt really bad for doing that. And I feel like he should have had it. Because like you said, it's really just, it's the gesture of offering it, but really it's ruder to then say, yes, I'll take that. But anyway.
So you think that gesture of passing around the chocolate was a hollow gesture on Bill's behalf. And he wanted you to say...
Yeah, he wanted it. But at the same time, like, I should have known that he wanted it because that's how the world works. Yeah. Okay? But you offer something that you want and just hope to God that everybody says no. That's why you have to teach children at a young age.
But regular listeners of the show will know that you are the villain of the show.
Yes.
So you will... If you... politely offer Nelson something thinking he'll refuse it, he will eat that.
Oh, I'll bloody take it.
Yeah.
It's my, it's how I assert myself.
That's how you assert your dominance.
My dominance. Yeah. So, Cambo, what'd you get up to this week?
Well, you never guessed. I was at a party, Nelson.
Yeah, right?
One biscuit left.
Oh, crazy.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No, I really had a very inconsequential week and then weekend.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just bring something to the table next week.
Okay. I'll try and do something exciting for you.
Yeah. For example, Amber, I applied for a job this week.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Lesson learned. Next time, sacrifice far more cows.
Yes.
I only did 3. What an idiot.
I know. To be fair, our balcony can fit way more than that.
I know. Yeah.
Not to brag about the size of our balcony.
Well, no,
it can fit more than 3 dead cows.
Yeah, well, it can fit 3 less now. They're still out there. Okay, Cambo. I say let's get into Reddit on Reddit.
Okay, let's do it.
This is what I read on Reddit.
Okay, that's
today.
Never how we've introed it, but...
Yeah, but just in case nobody got the context.
Okay, right.
This is kind of... Hold on, I have to get back out of what I was just doing.
Oh, come on, Nelson. Oh. Come prepared like me.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, this is by Drewhead118. And it was in the subreddit Tinder.
Ooh, okay.
And it says, that's it, I'm done. I've actually peaked this time, and I'll never reach these heights again. And it was a screenshot. Let me tell you what the screenshot had.
Okay. Please do.
So, it's a screenshot of, obviously, Tinder texting. Mm-hmm. And the female writes first. And she says, a sonnet about a first love. Presumably there was a text above this. Like, or on her profile or something. Maybe she was like, I'll ask you to do something. And then... like an icebreaker thing.
Yeah. Context, not super important.
Well, just in case. You're right, it wasn't important at all. But I've gone over it now so everybody knows.
Sonnet
okay, you ready?
A sonnet about a first love.
Good. And he writes, what a nice, non-ironic ask. Subject matter's adorable. So here. And then he writes, she places hand to chest with her heart ablaze. Each halting thump a dance of heat and joy. No other one could brighten up her days. Delightful nights embrace with caring boy. No earthly sight as great as she to him. Undressing nude in morning beside light. Declaring unbound feeling on a whim. Engagement, marriage, wedding dresses white. Soon bride and groom, they loved with all their heart, expecting everything to stay the same. Mirages ripple, warp, and tear apart. Idealized people's pictures do the same. Love lost is better than a love not shared. In some pursuits, the rich are those who dared. And there we go. A sonnet thingy is what he wrote.
Right. So I was expecting some kind of vulgar twist.
Oh, well, is there, Kimber?
What?
Let's read on, shall we? She writes, oh my God. She didn't even write OMG.
Oh, she wrote phonetically.
That's when you know somebody really wowed them.
Yeah.
They type out, oh my God. Yeah.
Or if they type out, laugh out loud. That's how you know they found something real funny.
Nobody ever does that. Okay. Made my whole night. That was beautiful. And then he said, just wait until you read the first letter of each line.
Oh, no.
Which says, send nudes.
Yeah.
Emily, because her name's Emily. And she said, LMAO. She didn't write that one.
Less impressed.
Okay, night officially made. That was great. I'm still laughing. Then you wrote, then you don't even want to know about what happens if you read the first letter of each word in my first response, which was, what a nice non-ironic ask. Subject matter's adorable. So here, which is, wanna smash? And she wrote, oh my God, do you do this to every girl? LMFAOOOOO. Because that's actually a talent. If only it ended there, Amelia. Read the first letter of the second word of every line. In what message? In the poem. And this one is phone number, please. Plus.
Plus. Yeah, okay.
Phone number plus. And anyway, and then she's just super impressed.
Right.
That's basically the end of the
That is very talented. He's hidden 3 secret messages.
Do you know what this made me realize? Like, I am not trying anywhere near hard enough. Okay? I'm on Tinder. I'm just like, whatever, swipe left or right.
What are you doing? Hi?
Yeah, exactly. How's it going? God, I need to pick up my game a lot. But I mean, that was a good lead on. She like allowed something to happen there.
Yeah.
I feel like there's, a problem when I'm on Tinder or some sort of dating app. It's like, I don't know what to start with. Because if you start too strong, if I just start with a sonnet, a poem, that is never going to go down well.
Here's my question. And I think this makes a big difference.
Okay.
From her saying a sonnet to his reply, how long was the gap? Because if it was like 2 days, that's less impressive.
Nah,
but if it was within an hour, that's very good.
It was, 12:27 a.m. from her saying a sonnet about a first love.
Yeah.
And then at 1:18 a.m.
Jeez. Under the hour.
It's like 45 minutes.
No, I'll
That's
play
pretty
that.
good.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. Like,
and that's early morning. Like, what does it say? The day?
No.
Okay. Because you're not doing your best thinking at 1 a.m., are you?
Yeah, no, actually, for me, I know this isn't what you were getting at, but for me,
you do.
I do a lot of my creative thinking at like really early in the morning. I'm terrible during the day.
Right.
And it's helped me a lot in like school projects and stuff where I'm like, I'm so boned and this is due tomorrow and I have no idea how to start it. And then I'll just have some like weirdly creative idea about writing something and I'll get a good mark for it. I remember one time doing it. There was I can't remember. It was like some English essay I had to write, and I just came up with this like idea, this like hook of how to start this essay, and then it was well known that I wasn't, I'm not like the smartest kid in the class. So, and then we got our grades back, and there was this girl who's quite intelligent, and she got a far worse grade than me. And then she looked at my paper. She's like, "What? How did you do this?" And I felt really bad. And I was like, "Well, just stay up till like 1 a.m. in the morning the night before, and the juices will start flowing."
Okay. So you're a night thinker.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm definitely a morning thinker.
Yeah. Okay.
And from about 5 p.m. onwards, no good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
no wonder you're so rubbish on this podcast.
No,
all right.
You have no idea.
Why am I so rubbish on this podcast?
Because it's not late enough.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're right in that sweet spot where neither of us are any good.
If I maybe just stayed up to like 5 a.m. in the morning and you got up a little bit earlier, that might be the perfect time.
That's true. Imagine how smart it would be.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought, so I thought it was still pretty good regardless.
Oh yeah, I'm very impressed by that.
And it made me think a little bit about sort of pickup lines. Have you ever really tried to like use a pickup line?
No, I don't think so. I'm not a pickup line kind of guy.
I don't really understand them. I don't understand how they...
It's just supposed to be an icebreaker. It's just a funny little cheesy joke that breaks the ice.
But I feel like most of the time it's like, I'm a sleaze.
Well, yeah. But they're
like, yeah, you
It
are.
depends. I think there's a gradient of pickup lines.
Yeah.
Some are fine, and some like I'm trying to think of the sleaziest one I can think of. Okay, there's one.
I mean, this guy said send nudes in the in his poem,
but it was clever. Like there's
okay, so
there's one
sleazy so long as it's clever.
I think so, because it's cheeky.
Okay.
Like you can be cheeky, but not sleazy. So I know of one that is what was it? Let's go home and play army. I'll lay down and you can blow the hell out of me.
Okay.
Right? But that's just sleazy.
Yeah, that's sleazy.
Right.
Okay.
There's no effort to that.
But if you put that in a poem.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can only think of like bad ones. Or like or ones that are just so bad they're never get like oh my god, are you okay? Because you must have had a long fall from heaven or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like they never work.
No. But I mean, maybe if there are any ladies listening, and I know we have at least one.
Yeah.
Like I want to know their opinion on pickup lines. Are they just a cheesy bit of fun, or are they just a definite deal breaker? I never use them. In fact, I don't really talk to people first. Generally, people have to engage me.
Yeah.
That's not because I'm arrogant or anything. I'm very scared.
You're sitting there, very cool.
Oh, look. I'll look at them.
Yeah, like 20 times in the space of like half an hour.
Yeah. But I lack the courage to act on this.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone comes up to me and says, hey, how are you going? I'm fine. I can keep talking.
Yeah, okay.
But so I'm not a pickup line guy, but I'm interested if any ladies think they're fun or if ladies just think they're a bit shit.
I'd like to have a pickup line done on me. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, if somebody was like, "Oh my god, are you okay? Did you fall from heaven?" I'd be like, "No." But here's my number. I'd feel pretty flattered.
Okay, I've been on Tinder about 3 times.
All the time. Can't get you off it.
Yeah, you can't get me off it. About 3 times. And I remember one of those times, my picture, for one reason or another, had... it was me in a 3-piece suit, because obviously I'm such a baller. Mm-hmm. But I had stuck across my chest a caution sticker. It said, caution hot.
Yeah.
Right? And then I had a girl message me and say, are there any other cautions I should know about?
Oh, good leader. Good leader. Cambo, don't blow this one. Okay.
So I thought about this and I thought I can either make a fun joke or I'm not on Tinder much. Swing for the fences.
Okay.
So I just said, yeah, there's choking hazards. Let me tell you, Nelson, she never wrote back.
I mean, that can be taken a few ways, though.
I think
like,
we all
are
know.
you going to choke her?
Right, so maybe I'm a strangler.
I feel like you're a strangler. You gave off a strangler vibe.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's pretty funny.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely wasn't going to go anywhere. No. Okay. Great. Well, I say, Cambo, let's move into Today I Learned. So now it's time for Today I Learned. Let's play the intro to that. Today I Learned. This Today I Learned is by Ghoster. Look, Cambo, before I read this one.
Okay.
I want to, for any new listeners, I guess, we are constantly looking for ways to, increase our income from this show from zero to anything.
Yeah. We should specify, we're not in podcasting for the money.
Yeah.
But we do try and make a profit wherever we can.
Yeah. I'm actually in podcasting for the money.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's weird that we haven't got any yet.
Yeah. Almost 100 episodes in. Really, you're furious.
I'm assuming that on the 100th, we just...
Right.
We just get like a grant or something from the government or something.
Suddenly we're sponsored by Audible.
They're like, hey, you did 100. Here's like $10,000 a month. I'd be okay with that. Anyway, so here's this one. Okay. Today I learned there were 2 Mario porn parodies made in 1993 called Super Hornio Brothers. And Super Hornio Brothers 2.
Yeah, good.
To protect its image, Nintendo bought the rights to both movies and made sure that they were never released.
Okay, that is a power move.
Yeah, I reckon. Cambo, I just spoke about a porno, and you're furiously typing on your phone.
I am just curious.
Yeah. Curious, I'm sure.
Well, there's a Super Mario Brothers movie. You said these came out in 93.
Listeners are doing the same thing.
You said this came out in 93.
Well, yeah.
So the Super Mario Brothers movie, the big Hollywood one, also came out in 93.
Okay, yeah.
And I wonder if their plan, it's kind of like the Asylum movies that make those ripoffs, was to trick people also into accidentally buying.
I don't know. I don't think pornos work that way. I think pornos are like, no, this is hilarious. You're buying a parody of this movie.
What is your opinion on the porno parody? If you like something, say you're a huge fan of Avatar.
Yeah.
Have you ever been a big fan of something so much you're like, I want to see him fuck? Because I don't think I have. For instance, I quite like the TV show Parks and Recreations.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see any of them fuck each other.
Yeah. I mean...
Or look, people that look vaguely similar to them fuck each other.
This is what I'm going to say. There's two versions of Nelson. There's this one, and there's Horny Nelson. Okay? Horny Nelson, you know what? Might get off on anything.
Okay.
If it's just the right time of day, maybe it's kind of warm. I don't know. I've got perfect conditions, and I look at the DVD of Avatar on my wall. I might go, I
wonder.
And I'll just Google that.
So here's my thing. It's no secret that I'm a bit of a nerd, right?
Yep.
So if I were to watch a porn parody, in fact, I have seen one, and it was a Doctor Who porn parody. It's called Doctor Who. And I thought that would be funny. And all I could think of when I was watching it is how much they got wrong. And I reckon my brain wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, this is awful.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, the Doctor would never do that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Electronic screwdriver doesn't work on wood.
Yeah. So I think that would be a barrier to entry for me.
Okay.
Because unless it was pitch perfect, not the movie, but like the parody was like absolutely spot on and they somehow got access to the same sets or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you'd want the actors as well, really.
Ideally,
probably,
yeah.
If you're trying to be real about it. But then, do you know what the best version is?
Yeah.
Is if you're really into like anime, because then they can just animate everything, animate your favorite show.
Yeah.
It's like if you were like really into The Simpsons. There's probably, in fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen an ad for Simpsons porn.
Yeah.
So I think cartoons is the way to go.
Okay. So if you're a big fan,
there's probably Rick and Morty porn out there or something.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Yeah. Oh no, I just thought about it.
I do remember seeing one porn parody, which was the Smurfs.
Yeah.
And all it was just people.
Well, I know how you saw it.
Yeah.
You walked into our shared accommodation, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And me and my friend Hannah were just watching it. Like, fully clothed on the couch, just watching it as a passive experience.
I don't think that's when I saw it.
Don't you? I definitely remember you walking in on us doing this. And we're
like, got around us.
We don't know how to explain this.
Yeah. Look, anyway, that wasn't part of the money-making experience.
Okay. Yeah. What is the money-making experience?
What porno do we rip off and then essentially blackmail the creator of? So
you need something with a wholesome image, and you need something with a lot of money.
Disney? Okay.
Exactly. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah. This is good. So, I mean, there's definitely an audience for Beauty and the Beast, so let's be honest.
Made $1 billion at the box office, Nelson.
But also, I think one of the main selling points is you need to have a pun porno name.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Well, here's what I've found as a trend, and sometimes,
yeah,
and I know someone that owns a porn parody DVD.
Okay,
And
Hannah, you just mentioned.
No. I know another
and
person.
It's a Smurf one, yeah.
And it's a porn parody of 30 Rock.
Oh, okay.
And it's called 30 Rock XXX, a porn parody. So they didn't even try and hide it.
Try there.
Because I guess they don't want you to be confused at all.
Yeah.
Because if it's called like 30 Rocks Off or whatever,
Yeah.
people might be a little confused. So like, no confusion, 30 Rock, triple X, porn
Exactly
parody.
what it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we call it Beauty and the Beast, then brackets, but they fuck in this one?
Okay.
Then colon, this is porn. Just in case people would.
Okay.
They thought, maybe they fuck, but that cuts away. No.
Yeah. No. This is what it's not like a deleted scene.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. I like it. We'll start working on that straight away. Here's another Today I Learned Cambo. This is by Shaka Sulu. Today I learned a study has revealed that the majority of American dog owners are willing to end their relationship if their dog doesn't like their partner.
Interesting. Okay. Now, you're not particularly a dog guy.
Yep.
So, what are your opinions if, say, you meet a woman and she owns a dog, but you don't like that dog?
Yeah. High probability.
Yes.
By the way.
Yes. Can you
not that I'll meet a woman, that if she does have a dog, it won't like me.
Can you power through? Or is that also assigned to you to end the relationship? Do you need a petless woman?
I would much prefer a petless woman. Although, to be honest, when I was with a girlfriend for probably my longest relationship, she had a dog. It was a family dog. It was a small, like, white, fluffy thing, though, right? So that, to me, is kind of like...
May as well be a cat.
It may as well be, like, I don't know, furniture. That's just there. Kind of annoying furniture that poos and wheezes. And the benefit of that was, if I went over to her house, and it was, like, early on in our relationship when it was a bit awkward... I could just pat the dog because the dog just always wants attention because it's a stupid fucking dog, right? Yeah. So I could just it was like my form of entertainment or sort of get out of, because I feel like if you're at, in a new relationship and you go over to like the girl's parents' house, you kind of forced to make awkward conversation. You don't really care too much. But if you're patting the dog, they're like, well, he's patting the dog. I don't need to have a conversation with him. It's just like it was like my friend.
I find that dogs help me make good impressions as well. When I had to meet some of my partner's friends for the first time, and they had a dog.
Okay.
And I actually thought I was being awkward because I came in and I kind of said hi to everyone, and then I went down and I just started playing with the dog for ages because I'm like, dogs are great. Who doesn't love a dog? Well, you obviously. But,
yeah.
So I reckon for like 15 minutes I was playing with this dog.
Yeah.
But apparently that was a good thing. They're like, that's great. He just kind of like, he wasn't afraid to play with it.
We've got somebody to look after the dog when we go on holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they were thinking. Okay. Yeah, right. I see. Well, look, I think the point is we can all agree that dogs are stupid. And nobody needs them because they ruin relationships.
I disagree.
And especially
conflict makes a good podcast.
Do you think that it would be? Do you think that there's a factor on how old the dog is? Right? Like if there's a really old dog, and so let's say you're in this position.
Sure.
You've got a dog.
Yep.
And you meet somebody, and they don't like the dog. And you would be, because I feel like you're in this camp of like, well, if they don't like my dog, then I'll try plenty more fish in the sea.
Sure.
Right? So then what if the dog is like, I don't know,
14,
20?
Yeah,
I don't
14,
know how.
15. I don't know. I think they live to about 17.
Okay. So if it's like 16.
Sure.
Are you like, oh, maybe I'll just, put her down?
No. No, I wouldn't put her down. The dog or the...
Well, the dog.
Okay. I wouldn't put her down. but I think you could make a bargain and be like, I know you don't love it.
Yeah.
Give it a year.
But I think it's a little bit the other way around as well, though. It might not be that partner's decision. It might be that your dog hates the partner.
Oh, right. No, I think I'd stick with the dog. I think I'm in that percentage of people.
Okay. God, you're an asshole.
Because the dog doesn't have long left. May as well live it out.
Maybe I'll just kill it now. It's probably... Right. Nobody wants to be that old. It's probably got sore joints and stuff. Just... It's you know, a nice thing to do. It's like... You know.
You're a horrible person. Yeah, you should feel bad about things you say.
Okay, let's get into shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts, 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 shower thoughts, 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 shower thoughts, 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 shower thoughts, thoughts, thoughts.
This shower thought is by Ravix. I thought this one is pretty funny. Cats probably wonder why soda cans shout "fuck off" when they're opened. It's so dumb. What? Because it goes... It's like a cat hissing for like half a second. Fuck off. Anyway.
So we've done this almost 100 episodes. I think that's the dumbest one I've ever heard.
I have another one.
Okay.
This is by Lesai 2, the sequel. The first person to have ever been sarcastic must have confused a lot of people.
Yeah. Do you think he came up right then and there with the tone? Because sarcasm is all about tone.
It is all about tone. Yeah. Okay, so you reckon he tried it with like a few things?
Maybe he tried it straight.
Okay.
First, and people weren't getting it.
Okay.
They're like, "Hey, do you want to come for a big hike?" He's like, "Yeah, I want to do that."
Okay.
Okay. He's
come
like,
on then.
"Oh, let me try again." Yeah, I want to do that. I'm like, "Oh, what?"
Then they would still be confused because
but they'd be like, "But something's up.
Okay,
something isn't right because he said it different."
Yeah. Okay, and then they'd be like, "What do you mean that was a weird tone?"
Yeah.
And then he would say, "I've created this thing called sarcasm."
Yeah, that's sarcasm. It's what? Sarcasm. Just invented it.
Yeah.
Me, Dr. Sarcasm.
Yeah. I just named it after myself, obviously. And they're like, "Wow, what a great name." And you're like, "See, you're getting it." I think, like you're saying, sarcasm is very much based on the tone.
Yes.
Which is why I hate using sarcasm on the internet.
Yes.
Or in text format in any form.
I don't know if you've noticed the new trend, Nelson, but there is a way that people do it now, which is to go between capital and non-capital letters.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the way to have a sarcastic tone online.
Yeah.
I know it's meant to be mocking, but I feel like you can use that as sarcasm as well.
That's true. I mean, there used to be like emojis often helped.
Yeah.
With sarcasm. I also think I've seen people just at the end of a sentence put /s. Like just blatantly like, "Oh, you're an idiot." By the way, this is sarcasm. It doesn't sort of...
Yeah, it doesn't translate as
well. Translate as well. But see, I don't like that either because I think I use sarcasm a lot. Mm. And sometimes I prefer using like a really dry sarcasm. Like, I want them to think I'm being realistic.
Right.
And then that's the problem on the internet.
So you've gone...
I want them to think that I'm being realistic for like a second and then realize that that's stupid what he's saying.
So you've gone all the way back to the original very first use of sarcasm and you're not doing the tone. Yeah,
not doing the tone. But and so I find that there's a fine line to walk on.
Yeah.
With sarcasm on the internet. It's very it's got me into a lot of verbal fights on the internet. Let me tell you.
Well, not verbal.
Well, written fights. Essays. Okay, here's another one, Kempe. This is by Damaged Tree Limbs. Remember when you were a kid and you had the thought of, why would that villain want to destroy the world? wouldn't he die as well? But now you're older and you understand.
I mean, do you understand that as a motive?
Yeah, don't you get that?
Not really.
It's just about like the word, somebody being like, oh well, the world is like
screwed,
fucked up, and it's a horrible place, and
I'm gonna end it.
Right. Like this is like no villain is just like, well, I'm gonna end the world, you know,
for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah.
So okay. Well, I just made Cambo have an epiphany.
I understand what you're saying, but I never see a villain say, I'm going to end the world because it's shit. And I go, well, yeah.
So when you
I don't often side with the villain.
When the villain's gone, I'm going to end the world, you're like, okay. Yeah. You just you don't read past that. You're just okay. I'm like, classic villains always want to end the world.
You silly duffer, you're on the world.
Yeah. What are you doing? If only I could. You're one of those being like yell at the TV, like, but you're in the world too, you idiot.
Thanos, what if you're part of the half? You don't understand.
Idiot.
That's a big chance you're taking.
Anyway, here's another one.
Okay.
This is by Splunger Plunger. People named Karen must be really annoyed that people instantly think they are unreasonable and 40.
It's one of those names that I think has really kind of stopped. You know, I never meet a kid called Karen.
I know a Karen, actually.
How young?
Actually, I think I know 2 Karens.
Ooh.
And they're probably both in their like early 20s. One's probably a bit older. One's more like my age.
Okay, yeah, that's probably about the youngest I think you'll find them. Ever since, I reckon, in the last 15 years, there hasn't really been a Karen. Because it's become synonymous with the can I speak to the manager type.
Yeah. And they have the resting bitch face. I think is also...
I mean, because we know that's not true. In fact, quite an attractive Karen is Karen Gillan from Doctor Who, Amy Pond.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See?
That's
she
true.
breaks the Karen mold.
But I only think of her as Amy. So.
Right. Right. Okay, loophole.
Yeah. And she probably fought hard to make everybody think. She's like, I want to be in something and be totally typecast. So everybody just, you know, she didn't want to become an actress. She was like, I need other people to think I'm something
She
different.
had to shed that Karen skin.
Yeah. I good on her, I say. I think there's like other names. Like nobody's called Gladys anymore either.
Yeah, Peggy, like, you know, old kind of names. Is there a because they're all female names.
Mm-hmm.
What's the male name?
Equivalent?
Yeah, you know, is it? Because here's the thing. I think some of those names come back as like a retro thing. So I would say that it would be something like Roger. But I can imagine people trying to be a little retro and calling their kid Roger.
Right. I mean, I think of Roger Federer when you say that. And I think he's like the most charming person ever. Right. So, okay, how about like Horace?
Yeah, Horace.
Don't know too many Horaces. Horai?
Yes, the plural.
Okay.
It's a murder of Horai.
Okay, yeah.
When a bunch of them get together.
Okay.
Yeah, Horace. I think Horace is a good one.
Okay. Good. All right, so glad we thought about that one.
Problem solved.
Here's another one. Right. It's by Random Indian 1.
Oh. No
matter how good a person you are evil in someone's story.
I mean, you're evil in this podcast.
Oh yeah. I've got this one covered.
Yeah. I wonder whose story would I be evil in? Do you think, Nelson?
Do you have...
What about like?
I think it. Okay.
Like if you...
I mean, obviously anybody that's jealous of this podcast.
Obviously.
There might be one out there. Don't laugh at that, Camper, okay? It's a legitimate thing.
You must be the villain, I suppose, in... If you date anyone to their ex, you must be a villain.
Well, I was thinking that
yeah.
In my youth, one of my first girlfriends, there was this big drama. And she like broke up with this guy, and then I started dating her, and then she went back to him, back and forth. And we were rivals. We were like actually each other's villains.
Sure.
And I remember like years afterwards, I think I've said this on the podcast, come to think of it, but it was like we would say, we kind of met each other, me and this other guy. Yeah. I think we just realized that she was kind of the problem in this thing, which causing drama between us. And then we were like, we were cool with each other. Okay. So. But we definitely for a while we were the villain in each other's story.
Interesting.
I think also potentially, like whenever you get a job, you are then the villain of
people that applied for it also.
People that applied.
Yeah. So whoever gets the job that you apply for on the weekend.
Yeah.
Villain of the show.
I hate them.
Yeah. Can you find them on LinkedIn? Like when they eventually...
probably.
Yeah, villain of the show.
Okay. I'll announce it to everybody. If you see this guy on the street or girl, then, throw something at him, I guess. Because I think, you... Like your position, you got on another podcast recently, and I think it's worse. Like it's not just like, this person got the job over me or whatever, but it's like they got the job over me, but I think that they suck more than I do.
And the person that, there was a couple of auditions for this other podcast that I'm on that shall not be named.
Yeah,
that's the rule.
Exactly. We only mentioned our podcast.
Exactly.
Oh, and Escape This Podcast. Because I did that earlier in the episode.
Great show. Go listen to it.
Yeah, it was good. It's a good one. Can I... Wait, okay. Sidebar for a second. I want to say how awesome Bill from Escape This Podcast is. Mm-hmm. He goes on Twitter and he'll like just occasionally find people that are like, hey, recommend me a podcast. Just like random people.
Sure.
And then he'll tag his show, our show, and then like 4 or 5 other podcasts that he listens to. Like, goddamn, what a nice thing to do. Yeah. Like, I don't do that. I feel bad. All right. We plug his show on ours quite a lot. And it's far better than ours.
And in the, to be completely fair, you've talked him up a bit. Mm-hmm. So I think he's a bit short. There you go. Bring him back down.
Okay. Good,
Bring him back down. Don't want to have a big head.
He was probably getting a big ego.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did. No, I feel so bad because he's such a nice person.
He's so sweet. There were some people that auditioned for this other podcast, and they must be infuriated every time they listen to the podcast that I'm on.
Yeah.
Because I just kind of ramble. I very much like this. I'm just like, what's that thing that's blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
And one of the other people that we do the show with is very proper. She has notes. If she says something wrong, she'll re-record. Okay. And I'm like, no, just stumble over it and then just make a joke of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
They must be furious.
Yeah. She's probably the villain, I mean, you're probably the villain of her.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's like, this guy just rocks up, doesn't have any notes, stumbles over his words through the whole podcast.
I have notes.
Yeah.
But I just, if I don't nail it, if I don't nail it, I don't nail it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Okay. Cambo, that's enough of that. Let's get into Ask Reddit. Ask Reddit. This Ask Reddit is by Be Mad 123.
Okay.
If you could update the human body, what features would you include?
Ooh, okay. So, I think I've talked about this previously, but lately I've had to consume a lot of water.
Yeah.
And consuming a lot of water leads to a lot of going to the bathroom. Okay. So I would make the bladder bigger because I'm sick of going to the toilet so much.
Okay. That's not a bad idea.
It's very personal to me in this exact time of my life.
Yeah. But then would everybody look like a little bit fatter? Like how much are you increasing this by?
80%.
Okay. Yeah. This is very accurate sort of amount.
Yeah, I've thought about it. It's in my notes.
So if you're going like 5 times, then you only need to go like
2.5.
3, I guess. Okay. I guess so.
Yeah. That's mine. Bigger bladder.
It's practical. Okay. Mine would be razor blades.
Where?
Anywhere.
What if they came out of your shoulder blades?
Because they're kind of disappointing blades, aren't they?
They are. And
everybody's like, hey, you got some shoulder blades. I'm like, well, that's so cool. But then
I feel like if you shoulder someone, yeah, it's annoying, but people generally like, oh, that was weird.
But if that
add a couple of razor blades and you point your shoulder at someone, man, they're running. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So this is kind of like a, it would be useful in like gang warfare, kind of thing.
Yeah, or mugging.
Okay, but then obviously they've got their own shoulder blades.
Yeah, and
razors.
You look at like Tom Hardy. He's got the big traps and the big shoulders. Are his blades bigger?
Oh, so you can like work as like a muscle.
Well, this is what I'm hoping.
Work out.
If you work your shoulders
get
a lot,
big razors.
you got the big razor blades out of your shoulders.
And it would be good if like calf raises, you did an exercise that was like shoulder raises to then include your own to increase your own razor size.
Right.
Just because I think that would be entertaining.
But you wouldn't want to get too high because you can stab yourself in the face.
Yeah, well, it's like those people that get super buff and they have like medical problems, you know, because they're like their body can't handle the amount of muscle. It'd be the same thing with the razor blade. Like you could just accidentally cut yourself.
What it would eliminate are the blades always out?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. It's not like
Wolverine. What it does eliminate is for you the ability for you to go hands free with a mobile, because the old trick is always between the shoulder and the ear.
Yeah,
but you're doing that. You're stabbing yourself through the temple.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I imagine. You know how you have those weird statistics, like at the end of every year, so they're like, 5 people in Australia died from a vending machine falling off themselves. In this world, it'd be like, 3 people died stabbing themselves in the head with their shoulder razors. And there'd kind of be this thing, it's like a bit of a joke, like, I can't believe that person did it. But then, you know, at the same time, people are like, oh, no, but actually awareness about this, you need to be careful.
And if we lived in a world where we had razor blades protruding from our shoulder blades, I think the AirPods, the wireless headphones would have been invented sooner. Because you can take wireless calls through those.
Yeah, okay.
Because necessity leads invention.
Okay.
And they would have, too many people would have stabbed themselves in the head trying to do the shoulder to ear phone trick. And they would have gone early, you know what? We need a wireless solution for this.
But we are looking at the wrong, because the shoulder blades are at the back, right?
I'm thinking it's quite high on the shoulder blade, like up right at the top.
Okay, right at the top.
Because the shoulder blade's kind of big. It's kind of an encompassing area.
Right. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, let's just call it from the top from where your shoulder meets your arm.
That's kind of where I was picturing, yeah. So it's slightly towards your back.
Okay. Cool. I mean, yeah, okay, that's good. Other things I would include, I think, is laser beam eyes.
Kind of like,
haven't you ever wanted to like cut something? Yeah.
Right, so it's not like
the idiot Cyclops.
Yeah. You have to always wear dumb sunnies that look bad.
Yeah. That would be in that world, and you couldn't turn it off. Sunglasses would have been invented first, I guess. If we're talking about.
Yes, I agree.
Anyway, okay, that was stupid. Let's do that. This is by I Am a Noob. What do you always hate being asked?
What did you do this week?
Okay. Mine is, what's going on?
I feel like we've covered this ground very recently.
Okay, well, you can't use that one because we've already gone over it.
Okay, I'm just going to change the question.
Well,
but something I hate people saying to me is, it's always in the last place you looked.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's quite different from what the question was.
I did stop looking when I found it.
It
wasn't in the third last place I looked and went, there it is, I'll check the fridge.
I mean, that is the point of that
saying,
though. But it's meant to be a smarter saying.
I know.
It's not meant to be a like...
I just hate it.
Why did
because you're not clever. It's not a clever thing to say. The first guy to say it, well done.
Okay.
He was quite clever.
Yeah.
Dr. Sarcasm, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, so clever. People were like, I'm going to steal that idea.
Yeah.
That's how you know you've made it. When somebody steals your stupid saying.
Wait, don't say it anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, good. I'm going to get back to the real question.
Oh, all right. Okay. Bit of a nerd sticking to the rules.
I hate when I'm meeting up with some friends. Maybe I haven't seen them for like a month or two or something. And they're like, hey, what's going on? What's been going on? That annoys me just enough. Because I'm like, you know what? The same thing has been going on. Always.
Yet, you ask me this question every week.
No, Cambo. Just because you failed to answer the question about for something that you need to be prepared for, because you know that I'm going to ask it. Okay, it's no excuse.
No, I don't agree.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah, I find I get that at family Christmases as well.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
are like, oh, what have you been up to since last Christmas? And I just say nothing.
Yeah,
and I mean, I have.
yeah.
I definitely have, but they don't care. Well, and I don't care to tell them.
Well, see, mine is more like in the broader strokes of things. Nothing actually has changed.
Yeah,
you know, like still working. Yep, still working there. But you know what I find actually? This is what happens is particularly when it comes to, because you know something you bring up every time is like, what did you do for work? What are you doing for work?
Sure.
And I realized that I dislike this question so much that I must just dodge it enough or never give some people the opportunity.
Sure.
Because I will have met somebody, you know, 3 or 4 times in a year or more. And then that year later, they'll be like, oh, are you still working at the cinema? And I'll be like, oh, I haven't worked there for a very long time. And I'll be like, oh, this guy managed to dodge that question the whole time.
You know what you should do next time that comes up? Can you make yourself cry?
Oh.
Because they'll never ask again.
They would never ask again.
Yeah.
That's good. No,
if
actually,
you just started crying.
I have annoying, caring friends. That's the word. They'd
That's
be
the
like,
problem.
oh my God, what's wrong? And I'll be like, oh, you keep asking this question.
This was a tactic.
Yeah. You've ruined it. Anyway.
Yeah. I also feel like people don't really understand my job. Especially any older relatives.
Yeah.
If there's any older relatives, I just say marketing.
Yeah. Yeah. But then even then, nobody knows. But exactly, at least everybody knows not to ask.
Exactly. No one wants to hear about
marketing.
it.
Yeah.
I work in marketing. No one's ever said, oh, go on.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. They say, I'm going to talk to your cousin he's
a murderer. But he's preferable to marketing.
At least I can ask him how he gets bloodstains out of clothes. Anyway, Campo. That's it. You went to go click something else. But anyway.
Oh, yeah, I did. I looked briefly at the soundboard and then realized my job for this show was done.
Yeah.
I have to do the theme at the end, but if I remember.
Yeah.
Remember that time I didn't?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I remember. It was like last week or the week before. Okay, Cambo.
Yep.
This is your job isn't done yet, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
I
are
might head
going
off
through
now, so if that's
a
cool.
series of questions. Series of 36 questions, in fact, where we found them online. There was some study, and they said if you do these series of 36 questions with a partner, you'll end up loving them. And we did those, and you ended up loving them. And then we found another set of questions, the same study. That if you do these questions, you'll end up liking the person that you do them with. So we're up to question 30. Oh, God.
I don't know what's so hard, Nelson.
We only have to do just 6 more of these. Oh, boy.
Brandon, do you like my theme? Let me know.
Okay.
I have no idea. I don't know how this is being responded to. You know?
Yeah.
People might hate it as much as you.
Yeah. Okay.
I won't stop, but I just want to know.
Yeah.
I just want to know whether.
Well, we've only got a few left. You may as well stick to it. I mean, you haven't done like
it's 66
times. You haven't done it.
Yeah,
really.
But I hope people appreciate that the theme is the same every week.
Yeah.
It's identical.
Yeah. Okay. What are the advantages and disadvantages of artificial Christmas trees? It's such a weird question.
Yeah,
I read this just like, what? That is such a strange question to ask.
Can I just make a position? And this is a position I made clear just the other day when talking to someone about Christmas.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking of leaving over Christmas because I don't really want to deal with it.
Okay.
Christmas trees are dumb. You don't need them.
Okay.
You just don't need them.
Okay.
If you want them, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't. If you have it,
Yep.
cool.
Okay.
Shut up about it being real.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
Also, I don't care if it's fake, and don't judge people if it is fake. Just everyone shut up. That's my position.
Okay. That wasn't the question, though. you need to list the advantages and disadvantages of having a fake Christmas tree.
I think honestly, and people will get up in arms and they're fucking idiots. There's no disadvantage to a fake tree. It's cheaper. It's easier. What? Because they're like, oh, it doesn't feel like Christmas. Shut up. You're a fucking idiot.
I don't think anybody said it doesn't feel like Christmas.
There are people out there that are like, oh, fake trees. You can't have a fake tree on Christmas.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Don't chop down a tree to stick in your room like some kind of weird corpse of a tree that you've murdered.
Okay.
Just get a plastic one. It looks the same.
Okay.
Not one of the $15 Kmart ones. Be better than that.
Okay. Oh, so there are standards.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I hate trees, I will judge you if you have a bad tree as well.
If you're going to get an artificial tree, it better look like the real bloody thing.
Otherwise, it doesn't feel like Christmas.
Okay.
What are the disadvantages to a fake tree?
What's the point of a tree, Cambo?
It's just a tradition, isn't it?
Yeah, but like what, you put
the presents under, you dress it up like it's like a fucking tart or something, I don't know.
Okay, this is what I was trying to get you to get at.
Okay.
Is that it's for the look.
Sure.
Right,
the Christmas aesthetic.
It's an appearance thing, right? Yeah. So I'm against artificial trees because I think they look shit.
Not if you spend the coin, Nelson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How much are you getting a real tree for?
I think like $30 to $60, maybe even up to $80, because it depends on the size.
Sure. Let's say at the $80 mark.
Yeah.
Spend 20 more.
That's a bloody good tree, mate.
Spend 20 more, $100.
Yeah.
And that's it. You can just keep using that.
Yeah. But you know what?
And that's a good tree.
I feel like.
And here's the trick.
This is the crazy thing. I think people buy just as many artificial trees as they do real trees, because you put it up one year and then the next year you forgot that you bought an artificial tree. So then you buy another one, and then parts break off, and then you start mixing and matching the like different parts of the tree that you've got, and it's just never the same. People just always keep rebuying artificial trees, and they don't look as good. And they don't smell, Cambo. They don't smell nice. Yep. Like a good pine scent. Okay?
You know what you can get?
Don't tell me you can get one of those like car fresheners that smell like pine.
There are things that smell of pine.
No, they don't. They smell like artificial pine.
You're an idiot.
Okay? Yeah.
You're one of the enemy. But also, we never have trees.
We don't care enough, really. Yeah.
Do what you want, I don't care.
So anyway.
Do what you want, just don't invite me to your house.
Okay. I mean, unless you want this ranting and raving to be going on. Oh, so you got a Christmas tree, huh? Is it real or fake?
Fake?
Whoa, what are you, an idiot? Anywho. Do you know what's the trend these days? What? Is the like artificial trees, but they're not trees. They're like, they're like some crazy weird design. It might be like a glass pyramid, thing or something like that. Or in fact, my family did. My mum, I don't know, saw it somewhere, and it was in the outline of a tree, and then a whole bunch of PVC pipes within the tree. It was like on a board, right? And then inside the PVC pipes, you put little like baubles, and so it was like kind of this flat Christmas tree, sticking out parts.
Looking
good. It was weird. Yeah, it looked actually pretty good.
Yeah, cool. All right.
But
I won't judge it yet.
Yeah, well,
while we're on the subject of Christmas, just quickly, and I'm just doing this to bloat the show.
Yeah.
Have you ever been satisfied with a chocolate you've got from an advent calendar?
I'd probably not. I don't know. No.
I feel like you open it, you have it, and it's average chocolate, and it's not much of it, and you're like,
I hate
25 more days of this.
I mean, I'm not really a chocolate person anyway.
Yeah.
Cause I think that you and I, like, you're really disappointed. I'm like, oh, whatever. I just
all chocolate's the same to me.
Yeah. I think. Well,
there's less
and
of
like,
it, so
I'm
you'd be
just
happy.
more disappointed that you only like nobody ever wants to just eat one.
Well, that's the thing. That's my point. If it was an entire Mars bar every day, I'd be satisfied.
Okay. So you're not even saying just the quality of chocolate, but the amount of the chocolate.
It's both, yeah.
Okay. Good on. Picky. But I think you can get advent calendars. I've seen like beer advent calendars.
Yeah. And I saw one that was quite popular last year was Lego. Everything was a new little Lego thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's cute. Like if I was a kid, I would love that.
Waste of plastic.
Yeah, I know.
If you're asking me. Anywho, let's get into the last part of the show, Campbell.
Okay. So this is the Ask Me Anything or Ask Us Anything, where people listen to the show just like you, Nelson, can write in and ask us anything they want.
I don't listen.
Oh, damn it. Well, one of us needs to.
I do, don't you worry.
Okay, so I got one here from Cousin Rowan. It says, gentlemen, you'll be glad to hear that I too am a Libra. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, we've had a couple of listeners write in and tell us that they're actually Libras.
No. We had a friend of the show, Amanda, said her son
is a Libra.
Was a Libra. Right. But it's still, the dots are still connected.
No,
that's her own flesh and blood.
No, it doesn't count.
It does count. What do you...
Okay.
Don't make me get the horoscope people onto you.
Amanda, does your son listen to the show?
It's not
if
the
he
point.
Does,
it's basically
why?
Her because she gave birth to him. They're like the same interconnected horoscope thing.
What? Okay.
The horoscope people out there understand.
I too am a Libra, and also that I can't fucking stand anyone that talks about star signs. Seriously, what the actual fuck? Good point, Rowan. As your previous question, I'd probably say that being a parent versus heroin is a 50-50. If you're new to the show, context not required. I say that being a parent is both the hardest and best thing you'll ever do, and I feel smack may be similar. Yes. I agree, yeah. Anyway, enough of referencing previous
we don't have kids, we just assume. We've never had heroin either.
That's true.
But from our perspective, absolutely on par.
Anyway, enough of the referencing previous episodes that Cambo won't remember. That seems like a unnecessary slap in the face.
Well, at the start you said, "Oh yeah, I forgot what you said about that." So you straight away.
AMA. I should read these first, and then I won't be surprised.
Yeah.
AMA 51.0. You were talking about accumulating stuff that you don't need. What is the one ideally uncommon thing you believe is a necessity for you personally? Cheers, Cousin Rowan. What do you think, Nels? What is something that is unnecessary but you think you need?
No, not unnecessary wasn't in there at all.
Oh, sorry.
You fumbled over necessity.
No, sorry. Uncommon.
What's the one ideally uncommon thing you believe is a necessity?
Right.
Oh, God. I mean, I did read this question earlier.
Yeah.
And I've
had time to think.
And I've been thinking about it. But I think, I don't know, the closest I think I can get to a real answer, and this is kind of a bit ridiculous, but I think it's like my TV.
Right. That's not uncommon.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of my problem with it. But I just feel like if there's one thing that I just feel like I always need, it just serves a lot of purpose.
Yep.
You know, like I can deal without everything else probably. But then again, it's too common. Because I was trying to think of the most uncommon thing. Because I would say my phone actually before that. But that's far too common. I think far too many people would choose that.
Yeah, not everyone has a TV.
So I'm going to TV next, which I know a lot of people do. But I'm just saying I think a lot of people would choose phone over TV. So I'm choosing TV.
Okay.
But then, but I don't know. I feel like that's a bit of a cop-out as well.
I just want you to know, Nelson, for the record, that was a bad answer.
Yeah, I think it was a bad answer too.
Yeah. Mine is very specific to my line of work, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a little microphone that just plugs into my phone, like my mobile phone.
Yeah.
And I use it every single time I film, which is a little thing I brought on a whim once.
Yeah.
And because obviously you have microphones on your cameras and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the amount of times that I've ended up using that little microphone attached to my phone, which is like a backup.
Yeah.
Which I know is very specific to my line of work. But I think it's something that people don't really have. It's a pretty uncommon little device that I use.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Okay. That's pretty good.
And I think for me personally, it's a necessity. And that is a good answer.
If you do say so.
Yes.
Yeah, it was far better.
Well, I was waiting for you to say it, and you didn't, so then I said it.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's far better than mine. I'm annoyed that I don't have a better answer. Light globe. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah. What about chestnuts?
Oh, I do like my chestnuts.
Yeah.
I've been eating a lot of chestnuts. Yeah, maybe you would be better off answering this question.
Someone the other day said
I like a good fry pan. Can I change my answer to fry pan?
No, that's very common. A fry pan.
No, but it's...
Nobody's
going to choose
someone the other day.
Okay,
because you would turn our oven to a grill.
I can't even think of an item that I have that is not common to other people. Just that, whether it's a necessity or not. I can't think of one item.
You're a common man.
I'm a common man.
Yeah.
I'm a sheep. No, can't think of anything.
You just looked around the room.
I'm looking at stuff. We've got jigsaw puzzle.
Yep.
That was rubbish.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And it was quite annoying because it overtook the coffee table for many months.
Yeah. Anyway, it's not the question. Let's get going. Okay. I have one here from Ben. Hey guys, I find myself rewatching the same movies and TV shows a lot, which leads me to wonder what I'm doing with my life. But if I could erase the memory of all TV shows and movies, then I wouldn't feel like I was wasting my time so much. My question to you is, what piece of entertainment do you wish you could erase from your mind so that you could experience it for the first time again?
Ooh, okay.
Cheers, Ben.
Well, I do know, because we do this, we rewatch the same thing a lot.
Yeah, all the time.
But there is a psychological reason as to why people do that. Because, it is not a unique thing.
Because nobody likes change.
Exactly. But psychologically, knowing how something is going to go and end, it brings you, comfort. Which is why you rewatch them, because you feel comfortable rewatching them, because you know what's going to happen. And it's a weird, it's just a comfort thing. You're like, right. Yeah, I know where it's going to go and whatever, but I like knowing that and I like seeing it.
Right.
It's almost like rewatching, like looking at old photos of places you've been and stuff like that. Okay. But
I'd never do that, though. For that reason, pretty much exactly. It's like, why do I need to look at photos again?
Really? You never look at photos?
I don't really look at photos.
Really?
I think photos are a weird, redundant thing.
Okay.
So I'll take photos. I'll occasionally take photos because I feel like I should take photos.
Sure.
But then I never, ever go back and look at them.
Interesting.
And then I just end up deleting them off, my phone after a period of time because I don't know, downloaded Candy Crush again and I need more space on my phone.
Now, see, I do look at photos. So you never look at photos and go, oh, remember that?
No.
Oh, okay. That's
never. I don't think I ever really do that. Oh. I'm not a nostalgic person.
Well, yeah. I'm not when it comes to entertainment. I could give a shit whether they're rebooting Power Rangers or whatever. Yeah. I don't care. It's bad and the new one will be bad or whatever.
Yeah.
But I am with memories of things I've done. And I think I'm the normal one here.
Yeah, I know. I think I didn't say there was a normal thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know my view on people. I think everybody's an idiot.
Yeah.
So, and I'm always right.
But if I could erase the memory of something off the top of my head, I might want to rewatch The Departed for the first time. I remember the first time I watched The Departed. I remember it ending and me just sitting there in silence for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I really enjoyed it. And that would be a cool feeling to have again.
I remember watching that movie and at the end going, ugh, what? It's like, we don't know how to finish this. That's what it felt like to me.
I like that though, because I didn't expect it.
Yeah. No, nobody expected that ending.
Yeah.
Because
they do it.
Even the writers.
And look, we'll stay spoiler free. Just in case.
It's been out forever.
No, but let me say.
Everybody dies. Literally, at the end of the movie, everybody dies. They were like, anyway, how do we end this? There's so many loose twists and loose ends. And somebody's like, I got a great idea.
Give me an hour.
Yeah.
Get some squibs.
Or I think somebody was like, oh, how about if this person shoots this person? And they're like, oh yeah, but then there's that loose end that we have to tie up. And they're like, oh, we'll just make this person shoot that person. Oh yeah, but then that leaves that open. And then they ended up just having everybody kill everybody and bingo bango.
Yeah.
It's done.
Perfect. Movie perfection.
God, I would that would be a nightmare if that was erased from my memory and then I watched it again and then the memory came back to me that I had already watched it. I'd be like, oh, I sat through that again. Anyway.
Wow, controversial.
That's what makes a good podcast, Cameron. Anyway, mine is... he did say entertainment. I think it would be the game God of War.
Okay, sure.
It's a really good game.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you got really
mythology.
sincere there for a second.
This is a really interesting story.
Yeah.
Good Greek mythology stuff. And it was just had like unique mechanics. Actually, that'd be interesting because I feel like it did have sort of unique mechanics and just flowed really well. But presumably games have advanced since then and they have more flowing mechanics. So if just that game was erased from my memory and then I played it again, I might be like, oh, well, this is nothing special.
Nelson, you're going to love this. Mm-hmm. I just remembered something I did this week.
Oh, it's only the end of the episode.
You know what? I'll save it for next week and I'll pretend I did it that week.
Okay. Good story.
Sorry, go on.
But also, if I was choosing TV show, Firefly, for sure.
Oh, yep, sure.
God, so good.
Yeah. Except for spoiler at the end of Firefly, everyone dies. They don't know how to end it, so they shoot everyone in the head.
Everyone doesn't die, Cameron, because Joss Whedon's a good writer. Ooh.
Bad bloke, though, as it turns out.
Nah, he's alright. Look, if you're in a loveless marriage, what are you meant to do? Huh? Suck it up, Cambo, for the rest of your life? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's true. You would wield your producer power over young, vulnerable actresses.
No, but he wasn't in that category. I thought he was just just
a bit of a cheat.
What's the word? Yeah, just a cheater.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think there were there any claims of he wasn't part of the Me Too movement, right?
Well, he kind of got a bit swept into it, but I think that was wrong place at the wrong time for him. To have a bad allegation.
Because he just cheated. People cheat.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're in a loveless marriage, Camber.
Though it was claimed that his feminism was completely for show. Like, that was just how he made his money. Right. He knew that that's what people liked.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, new Buffy's coming out.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
And also he's involved.
Yeah.
So probably sleep with her.
Oh!
Classic weirdo.
That's what a feminist would do, I think.
Anyway. Right in. Is Joss Whedon a good guy or not? Let us know.
Let us know. Also, if you would like to write into us, you can do so. Reddit podcast, readitpodcast @gmail.com.
Yep.
You can reach us at Facebook, at Twitter, and our subreddit. They're all READIT podcast. You can ask us any questions you like.
Yep.
You can answer some of the other questions, like, is parenting better than heroin?
I would think that was definitively answered by Rowan,
okay,
to be fair.
we got the answer to that one.
Yeah.
What do you hate being asked? Was that it? Anyway, what about razor shoulders?
Yes, and what do you think of my position on Christmas trees?
Also, was the end of The Departed a cop-out? Or do you agree with Cambo?
Yeah.
Like an idiot.
Hey!
Anyway, thanks for listening, and we will read you later.